Hello everyone, my name is Luhana Dolly. I am an educator of Maharaja Agrasen International School. Today we are going to discuss time management process and how does a time management help us to become a better person. So let us start our new topic, that is time management. So here is the first slide. What is time management? We are now and then see that people are saying that we don't have time, I cannot complete this activity on time. So for doing this, they are already saying that they do not have time, but we need to manage our time to complete all our tasks on time, and how we can succeed in our life and in future. So what actually the time management is? So time management is a process of organizing and planning how to divide your time between specific activities. So time management is organizing. What is the meaning of organizing? Organizing means collecting all the data that what you need to do, what you need to complete, and to plan. Pre-plan what things you need to do tomorrow, what things you need to do after you're completing the one task. So it is an organizing and planning how to divide your time. We need to divide. Suppose we need to go to a place. So we divide our time accordingly, that if I want to reach there at 9 o'clock, so at what time I need to depart from my home, at what time I will be arriving over there. So we need to organize the things. Suppose you need to carry some stuff and some material with you. So you will organize the material that you need to carry along with you, and you will plan that by which route I will go. So it is an organizing and planning of time and dividing it between specific activities. Now you will divide specific activities. Now suppose before reaching there you need to stop somewhere, or you need to collect or purchase something from a route. So you will divide your specific activities accordingly. So time management means it is organizing as well as planning of division of time, so that you can complete all the specific activities which you need to complete on time. It is always said here that your future is created by what you do today and not tomorrow. Yes, it is correctly said. What we do today defines our future. If we are wasting our time, our future will also be in some trouble. So what we do today will definitely create our future, and to create our future we need to invest. We need to invest our time in a specific task which will help in creating our future shining and brightly. So how can we decide that we can do time management, that we are already living in a social and digital life. So we are using constantly mobile, we are busy with laptops, and we are busy with so many distractions in our life. So how can we divide our time, and how can we complete our task on time? So there are some tips that how can we complete that task. So tips for time management. The tips for time management is, as we discussed, time management is an organizing and planning. So there should be some process, or there should be some tips that we should utilize to become a specific person. So number first is, we should set your goals. We should begin everything with your goal. An organization is run only if there is an goal. Suppose your goal is, you are in a standard 10th and your goal is to achieve maximum and a good percentage. So you should decide what percentage you required in 10th standard. Or if you are working somewhere, so you need to have yourself growth and improvement. So you need to decide a goal, that at which place you need to be given the growth. So we should always start up with setting your goal. Setting goal will make clear in our mind that we need to reach this place. So suppose you need to reach a place from your home to reaching that place. You need to set the goal of that place, that I need to reach there before 9 o'clock, before 10 o'clock. So setting up your goal is the most important thing that start your time management. Now second is prioritize wisely. Why we need to prioritize? Prioritize means wisely divide your work which are more important. The more important work should be completed first rather than the unimportant work. So we should divide the work accordingly, and we should divide our work according to priority. Suppose your exams are coming, and by a time you are having 2-3 functions at your family. So the first priority should be your exam. You should plan accordingly that your marriages are also gone smoothly and your exams are also running smoothly. So you should plan before the exams get started or the function begins at your home. We should plan accordingly that our syllabus is completed before the exams are started. Number third, set a time limit. We should set a time limit. Suppose our exams are after 1 month and your marriages are also after 1 month, your functions are going to start after 1 month. So you should divide your time and for your studies before 1 month only, that before 1 month or before 10 days of the exam I should complete till this syllabus, so that I can easily manage between the both functions as well as exams. So we should have a time limit. Setting a time limit will give us a deadline, that before this deadline we need to complete this task. Now, number 4 is take break between the tasks. It's not like we should continuously work. We should take break between the tasks, so that our body also gets relaxed and we also get a fresh mind for starting up the next task we are going to start. So a break between the tasks is also most important for time management. This is all that we need to have a time with relaxing our mind. We should have a word with our family, our friends, so that our mind get relaxed and we can easily continue the next task. Organize yourself. Suppose you had made a plan that at 8 o'clock in the morning you will sit for studies. Okay, so you should organize all the data, all the books you required for studying at 8 o'clock before 8 o'clock. Not at 8 o'clock you are going to search the book. So you should be well prepared and organize yourself for all the materials that you required for completing one task. Remove non-essential tasks. Remove non-essential tasks means what? We should remove all the non-essential things or non-essential tasks which we are busy in our life. Suppose non-essential tasks should be at 8 o'clock. You have two options: either you sit for studies or either you go and had a breakfast with your friend. So going for breakfast with your friend can be also at 9 o'clock, but prioritizing is 8 o'clock at your studies. So non-essential tasks which can be postponed, we can postpone that task, but we cannot postpone one task which should be completed on time. Suppose you are said that you need to make food. Okay, so you need to make food on the time, so that you can complete all other tasks. You cannot postpone any other work. So we should postpone the non-essential tasks clearly. Plan ahead. We should plan ahead, that we should after completing a task not stop, that we have completed this target, now we should stop. Never stop when you are completed one task. Always think ahead, that you need to grow more. So for that you need to be in a constant process of thinking. Thinking means a planning process. So we need to plan that after 8 o'clock, if I am completing at 9 o'clock, what should be my next routine of the day. So we should always plan ahead. So all these 7 tips can help us, a general person or a general student, so that they can plan accordingly their routine. Now next is this 7 tips. I have divided it in a chart manner, so you can make this chart and you should stick it at your home, so that you can easily recognize that firstly I need to set the goal, second I need to prioritize my work wisely, third I need to set a time limit, fourth is we should take a break between the tasks. We should always be ready with organizing our data. Number 6, we should remove the non-essential tasks which we can postpone. And the 7th one is plan ahead. Now, as we are all living in a scenario that we need to grow with digital education. So students now, not only now, but when the digital system was not that, they also needed time management. So why is time management important for students? Mostly it is been seen that mostly students require time management. Why? Because students say, I have to learn so many subjects and I have in so much limit of time that I cannot complete this subject or cannot complete that subject. So students are mostly in need of time management, but they do not know clearly that how can they manage time. So good time management skill help prioritizing tasks, so they are able to complete schoolwork and assignments on time. A good time management helps students to complete their school tasks, their homework, their assignment on time. And if they are dividing their time on the basis of completing one work, completing second work, having time to play, having talk with their family, with their friends, so they can easily complete one day with a full of energy. So students are able to plan ahead, set aside the time they need for projects and assignments, and make better use of time. So students, if they had a better time management plan, so what they can additional do with that, so they will be able to plan ahead. They can plan the next things they are going to do. Suppose one of the students is going to school, then he is having school work, then he needs to go extra classes, then he needs to go dance class. So he should manage the time accordingly so that he can do all the tasks in a very good manner. So set aside the time they need for projects. Students are given projects, or they get tension that I need to complete this project on time. So they should divide the time in such a way that they can complete the projects and assignments and can make better use of the time. Next is how students can make a time management useful for them. So there are also some tips for students. Students have so much of work and stuff to complete each and every day, so they get nervous, they get frustrated that mujhe hi itna padhna hai. So they should divide their work in such a way that they are not exhausted and they can use the time and day in a proper manner. So number first is create a master schedule. They should create a big master schedule in which they should divide each and every hour, each and every day where they need to participate in such activities, they need to complete what kind of work. So number first is create a master schedule. Master schedule should be a mixture of your school work, your class work, your homework, your housework, and then your additional activities. The second is use an agenda. We should have an agenda in our mind that what are the tasks we need to divide, that at what particular place I need to be at the end of the day. So we should have an agenda that my exams are coming, so I need to prioritize, focus on my exams. The third one is eliminate distractions. The most important point for students, they cannot eliminate distractions while they are sitting. Having a mobile on by your side, in our mind goes that I might be receiving a message, what new activity has been going on my social media. So they are not able to eliminate the distraction. All these things, your friends, your social media are distractions. So students and every human being needs to eliminate this distraction while you are doing a particular specific task. While studying, we need to be away from our mobile, or we need to sit in such a place and in such a position that we are not having any kind of distraction. Sitting in an ideal position will make a student to focus on studies more. So we should eliminate distraction. Practicing of yoga will make our mind relax so that students will not be able to distracted towards the other things. Number fourth is set goals for each study session. We should set a goal for each study session. Suppose you are making a plan that at morning 7 o'clock you are sitting for studies. From morning 7 to 8:30 you are studying. So there should be a goal that from morning 7 to 8:30 I should complete this particular subject. Suppose you are sitting and you are starting up with science. You are in science, you are studying a human heart. So from 7 to 8:30 your focus should be on human heart. Everything related to human heart should be completed in that particular session, so that when you sit for the next session, after taking a break in between, you will be fresh enough to start with the new topic, and you will not be used and busy in the previous topic, that is human heart. Number 5, start working on assignments early. Yes, students, at the end of the submission date, they one night before the submission date, they sit on the assignment and complete. So the time should be divided in such a way that we should start working on assignments or projects early. Suppose your project is given on the 10th of the date and you need to submit it after 10 days. So at least you should, in the first and second date, you should collect. So we should start up the working of the project before the 1 or 2 days only. So in the 1 and 2 day, we should collect the data that is required for making of the project, and after 2 to 3 days we should start writing the project, and we should work on the project so that it is completed before the submission date, before 1 or 2 days of the submission date. Now next is make a plan, project plan. We should make a project plan that these particular things are required for the project, these things we need to complete on the time. So we should be ready with a plan. Everything which we are doing should be have a plan so that we can continue the activity in a smooth manner. Work on one thing at one time. students when sit for studying, they had parallel use of mobile or any other media with them, so that they are distracted. So when you are studying at that sitting for studying, we should be only busy with studying. Using one or two different medias while studying, or you are busy with some other task while you are studying, no use of studying at that time, because you will not get anything in your mind. So when we are doing one particular thing, we should 100% focus on that particular thing. Next is study in short bursts. So studying in a short breaks will give you a 100% result. Like you are studying from morning 8 to 12, it is of no use, because you will get tired at the end of 10 and 11 o'clock, because your mind is continuously busy in studying. So you need to take short breaks, at least 10 to 15 minutes break before you are starting up your next session. Study early in time. Studying early in the morning will give you 100% results, because early in the morning will give so many energy, so many good vibes to your body, that your body is fully relaxed, your mind is fully calm, and you are getting an environment where you can study in a very good manner. So studying early in the morning will help us to get a better results. Get 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep in the daily routine will help us to plan more for our time, plan more accordingly to our set targets. So 8 to 9 hour sleep will enhance you to achieve more, because sleep is the best medicine. Your complete sleep will give you a good result of your task, what you are doing. So this all tips will help a student to divide your time effectively, so that you can prepare for your exam, for your task before the target or before the due date. So till now we have discussed that time management is not only necessary for students, but it is also required for a normal human being, so that he can succeed for what the task he is doing. In the last, time management is equally to life management. If we can manage the time, if we start working in a smart way, time management is also known as smart working, because the one who can divide your time in different activities and complete all the activities in time will effectively lead to a smart work. So time management is equal to life management. I hope you have understand the topic time management. Thank you.